Hello there to everyone that's watching and welcome back to my channel. My name's Terry and in this video I'm continuing my look at the Eurovision 2023 national final season, and this video is continuing my look at the 18 songs taking part in BenidormFest. Now hopefully you've already seen part 1 where I looked at the first 9 songs alphabetically, and if you haven't seen that, I put a link up above to that video, so please do go and check that out. But in this video I'm looking at the second batch of 9 songs alphabetically, the last remaining 9 songs. The first batch was very strong, so I'm hoping that this continues that theme. And yeah, please do let me know in the comments who are your favourites amongst this lot. And yeah, if you like this video, please click the like button and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's begin. We are now moving on to Karmento, and the song is called Quiero y Julo. So let's see if this carries on the strong set of songs that are taking part in BenidormFest this year. So listening to some of Karmento's other stuff, I do know she has got a very sort of traditional Spanish vibe, and I can hear that in her vocals. You know, in her vocals she's very clearly got that Spanish style, and it's coming through in the instrumentation too. Very nice start, and I am liking the power in her vocals too. This has got a very sort of a nice sort of summery or springtime vibe in the fields or meadows. You know, it's got a very nice and floaty vibe. And I'm liking the clapping that's coming in now. Yeah, I think for some of the other songs that have given us that sort of very Spanish vibe that I haven't been able to get quite into, this is giving a Spanish vibe, but it's really working for me. You know, it's got that very sort of nice melodic, you know, vibe in there. I think with some of the other songs, the Spanish vibe has been a little bit, or the sort of the ethnic Spanish vibe has been a little bit too sort of loud and in your face, and this is a little bit more on the sort of softer, mellow side, if that makes sense. And I'm really quite enjoying this quite a lot. And I really like the la 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 la. I really like that moment there. And I think that this can definitely be a memorable moment. Next up we have Megara and the song Arcadia. So I know that from listening to their other stuff that they have got that sort of very rock, pop rock kind of vibe. So very interested to hear what this sounds like. Because I did really like the song that they performed on the sort of artist announcement show for BenidormFest a few weeks ago. But let's have a listen. Yeah, so that sort of rock sort of vibe is coming through there with the sort of I said pop, but it's not really pop. It's a bit Evanescence in style. Is the easiest comparison for me to make. With dark, you know, elements there. Really liking the vocals there, the attitude, and I'm sure a great stage performance is going to be delivered with this. Really liking the verse here, opening for a strong chorus as well. I think this is the chorus. Yeah, really liking this quite a lot. I was kind of expecting to be a fan of this from what I heard of them previously. And I think this is definitely going to be, if selected, a different sort of genre for Spain to go to Eurovision with. But it definitely would stand out a lot, I am sure, if it was selected. And being the only sort of song in this sort of genre in the national selection will definitely help it to stand out too. This bit here, I'm liking this bit here, the sort of, you know, the sort of talky, computery style music bits here. Sort of switching it up and making a moment in the middle of the song, which I'm sure it will have good staging as well there, and hopefully a good sort of light show type thing going on. Yeah, another strong entry. I think picking a winner amongst this selection is going to be very difficult because there's a lot of very, very strong entries to choose from in this national selection. We're now moving on to the song from the group Meler and the song No Nos Moveran. So let's see what this one sounds like. So giving that sort of very sort of male pop, sort of catchy fun vibe there with the start, with the chanting part. And you know, this has got a nice sort of pleasant start. Hopefully it can carry on to a good chorus. Yeah, really quite enjoying this. Very pleasant. I think it's following a very sort of traditional formula in the style of it. You know, I think this is quite a very traditional type sort of fun male pop group song. Not sort of breaking any barriers, not doing anything new. It's, you know, isn't a bad thing. It's creating a nice fun pop song, which I'm enjoying. I think as this is going on, I'm enjoying it more. This is a sort of thing that I really do quite enjoy, but I know tends to not be quite so popular amongst the Eurovision fans. So for that reason, I'm not expecting this to be one of the songs that a lot of people are talking about, but I am enjoying it quite a lot. I do have to be honest. Whilst I do accept that it's probably not doing anything particularly special in its sort of vibe and, you know, the musicality of it all. So we're getting a bit of a boom 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 beat there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens at this point in the sort of staging of the song. Hopefully they can do something there to make it, you know, have impact. Maybe quite a bit too much of the na-na-nas, but I am enjoying it still. They are helping to make it all memorable and stick in the head. Next up, I'm listening to Rakky Ripper's song, which is called Traction. So let's have a listen and see what this sounds like. I'm guessing this is going to be something quite upbeat, judging by the thumbnail we've got here. So let's have a listen. So we're getting kind of vocal effects going on there on the vocals. Interesting start. Interesting to see where it goes on. This is giving a little bit of Japanese vibe, maybe, with the sort of in the vocals that I'm hearing. Quite enjoying it though. Interesting to see where the rest of the song goes. Does it sort of get a little bit more impactful as it goes on? I'm enjoying it. I do think this has potential to perhaps get a little bit annoying after a while, and I think it's going to be something that I think some people either really like or not like at all. For me, it's okay at the moment, but I do feel like it could be something that could perhaps start to annoy a little bit eventually. But yeah, it's still a good song, I'd say. Mixing up a little bit here now with a bit more of a sort of a rap style. Interesting to see how this all comes together as a live package. That'll be very interesting to see. Okie dokie, so next up we've got Sharonne, and the song is called Ayer. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, which I'm going to guess might mean air. I don't really know, but that's my guess. Anyway, possibly not actually, but let's have a listen and see what we think. So a big start with the drums. Nice vocals here at the start. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a disco. Yeah, I was going to say disco. We're getting into it now. Interesting there. The chorus not going where I was expecting it to go. I was expecting it to go sort of full on disco, where it has held itself back a little bit there. But now we're sort of getting more into it. I would prefer, well, now we're getting a bit more sort of lyrics in the chorus. It's good. I'm going to need a little bit more from the rest of the song, I think, to really get into it more. Maybe let's see where it goes. Really strong vocals in here, and I'll be very intrigued to see whether the live performance can deliver on those strong vocals. I do like the song, despite some of my negative points earlier on. I do feel that in a national final with so many high quality songs that we've heard so far, this one isn't quite matching up to some of those other ones that are going for the sort of similar up-tempo vibe. But you know, this is still enjoyable, but yeah, not quite fully doing it for me amongst its competition, I'd say. Moving onwards, next song we're listening to is by Siderland, and the song is called Qui Esclati Tot. So let's take a listen. Very dramatic start there with the instrumentation, and then we're getting the sort of backing vocals there, immediately grabbing my attention. So interesting to see how the song progresses. Yeah, quite liking the sort of dark, moody vibe there going on in the song. So going into the chorus now. Is it going to give us something sort of big and sort of energetic or dramatic? Okay. A little bit disappointed, if I'm being honest. I think I was perhaps hoping for something that was going to pull from the dramatic opening there in the chorus, but whereas that chorus just felt a little bit lightweight to me. So yeah. See, like, I quite like this bit here with the sort of backing vocals and the instrumentation building up the drama. And then I feel like it goes into the bridge and then the chorus, and it kind of drops away and it just comes a little bit sort of generic, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, this just feels a little bit meh, in my opinion, compared to perhaps where I was expecting it to go, which can sometimes be a problem with expectations. But this bit here, I really am liking this part here. So what I'd say with this song is a song of strong verses, but perhaps a little bit of a disappointing chorus. So we've almost reached the end of the 18 songs taking part in BenidormFest. And next up we've got Sofia Martin, and the song is Tuki. So let's have a listen to this one. So starting out, nice sort of vocals there. We've got sort of a bit of the tropical beat in the background, which is making me think we're going to get another one that's sort of a tropical Spanish vibe. But at the moment it's keeping it on the low. So interesting to see where it progresses. I think it is going to get into something a little bit more upbeat and dancey in the choruses. Okay, we're going for a little bit more of an R&B vibe actually. I'm quite enjoying it. I think what I'm going to do is give a comparison between this and the song by EFEM. I feel that they're both in the same sort of genre and going for the same sort of vibe. So I think there is lots of comparisons between the two. And I think I am perhaps preferring the song by EFEM a little bit more. But as this is going on more, it is sort of grabbing me in more and more as well. So yeah, I think this is another song that I'm enjoying quite a lot too. Yeah, I think I'm really enjoying this more and more now. Yeah, I really am liking the sort of Spanish attitude-y vibe going on. So I'm hoping that she can, again, like a lot of the other ones, I'm hoping that this can be delivered very well live, because there's a lot of very strong songs in this selection, and I think, you know, the ones that are going to progress to the final are the ones that can deliver the song best on stage. So really hoping that this can have very good live staging performance and all that sort of thing, because I really enjoyed that one quite a lot too. I'm now moving on to the penultimate of the BenidormFest entries. This is Sayonara by Twin Melody. So let's see what we think. Of course, we've had many twins in Eurovision in the past, so we'll be adding another entry to that list. Quite like the ohs there. So where are we going with this? Again, we're getting another sort of Spanish dance pop style. It's fun. It's catchy. I'm liking the beat. Quite simple. Doesn't seem a very vocally demanding song. So maybe it could be considered a bit lightweight, considering compared to some of the other songs that are a bit more high energy and vocally demanding. But I am enjoying this quite a lot in its simplicity. I like that sort of clap clap part there, that bit there. I do quite like that. Yeah, this is nice and fun. It's not sort of, you know, breaking any barriers or anything. It is quite a simple pop song, but it's fun and nice to listen to, and I'm enjoying it. But probably not as strong as some of the other songs in the selection, if we are being honest. Okay, so I'm now moving on to the last of the 18 songs taking part in BenidormFest. It's been a very strong selection of songs so far, so hoping that we can have one final strong song at the end. This song is by Vicco and it's called Nochentera. Nice start with the vocals. I'm getting a bit of sort of an 80s style, maybe coming through there in the musicality of it. This is quite a nice sort of modern retro mixed vibe going on there. Ooh. Quite liking this bit with the sort of the boo 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 bit there. Very interesting in the musicality. This has got a bit of a sort of cool dance vibes. You know, it's not sort of a very sort of straight up dance style song. It's sort of doing it in a cool style vibe, if that makes sense, which I'm quite appreciating. It makes it sort of stand out from some of the more traditional Spanish dance flavours that we've been getting. I'm really liking her vocals as well. I feel like a lot of the artists taking part in BenidormFest are strong vocally, so we'll be very intrigued to see who can deliver those live vocals. Yeah, this is really enjoyable, and I feel like it's a song that might grow on me more and more with repeated listens. I think it's definitely got that sort of vibe that it's one that we'll enjoy more over and over again. Interested there at the end. I think that was even possibly a key change, which is a little bit different. But yeah, it's sort of giving this sort of last chorus a little bit extra, you know, oomph. So yeah, overall, a very strong final song to a strong set of 18 songs in total. So there we have it. Across my 2 videos, I've now listened to all 18 BenidormFest entries, and I have to be honest, this is a very high standard of songs. There are a lot of songs there that I really did enjoy. A lot of songs that I think would make very good representatives at Eurovision for Spain. And a lot of the songs I'm really looking forward to seeing the live stage performance, the live vocals and all that. Because I think that will help to cement which songs are going to be the ones that are really going to challenge to win BenidormFest and go forward and represent Spain. So yeah, really impressed with the high standard of the selection, and really looking forward to the live shows to see, you know, how they come alive on the stage. So I'm not going to mention who are my favourites or all of that just yet. I need to go away and listen to all the songs a couple more times to cement my top 18, but that video will be coming out very soon, or not very soon, but in the coming weeks. So please do, if you want to see that video, click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be informed when it is released. And thank you to everyone that has done that previously. That's very much appreciated. And please do let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this selection of 9 songs. Who are your favourites amongst this 9? And who are your favourites overall? And yeah, please do that. And also, if you enjoy this video, please click the like button as well. And that's it. Nothing more to say, except thank you to everyone that has watched this video. Please all do take care, and until the next time, goodbye.